Spell focus definitely does.
Caster level. You can cast a spell at a lower caster level than normal, but the caster level you choose must be high enough for you to cast the spell in question. Caster level basically determines that event. But it's to overcome target spell resistance and their dispel. So it doesn't raise the DC on yours.
All right, well then it's DC 17.
All right.
Fortitude.
He's pretty good at that.
Well, he fails. Dropped out of the air, you asshole.
Motherfucker. I had to roll terrible. He takes the damage. And he actually falls prone. Holy shit. So he crashes into the ground.
Bone Checker is like literally the only spell I cast besides my animate dead shit.
That one ray of frost you pulled out a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, but that's like a level 0 spell.
Yeah, that's a cantrip. Okay, Handus.
Oh, sorry, hold on. There we go. Trying to reset my spells because this is definitely a new day from the bear punching.
Yep.
Oh god, he's all the way over there. Also, Hand, not Handus.
Anyway.
Not anyway. They have a name. Might as well stand out in the middle of nowhere. Hold on. Let me just double check that they move faster or slower. God, where's speed on these? Oh, it's 30 feet, yeah, so... Oh, wait, run is 3 times, isn't it?
Yes.
So there.
Right in front of it. Okay.
Yep. That's everything.
All right. Arrow.
It has a bonus against being shot at range while being prone, doesn't it? Or is that not a rule in this game?
I think it just means that you don't get a bonus because it's prone.
Yeah.
Got it.
In this game.
The 20 hits.
So 9 piercing. That's it for the arrows.
Auburn. She's going to move away because she knows what this thing can do, and she's going to hobble over to the side here. Scar.
Sorry, just double checking. Scar has same movement. Although Scar was 5 feet away from where Hand was, so just can't get there.
Akir moves out in the open a little bit with his bow out and is going to take a shot. That's a hit. It's a pretty good hit.
For some reason, ever since this fight started, I can't get Fly by Night by Rush out of my head.
Anton.
All right. Let's run up the stairs here.
All right, you head up the stairs. There is a front door, but it is completely collapsed in, and it looks like there's debris blocking it, so you cannot enter the tower.
Can he make it to this ledge?
Let's see. Acrobatics or climb? What's your better stat?
Acrobatics.
Do a jump, acrobatics. You try and jump all the way on top, but you're basically, you fall short. Climb. Do a climb, please. You are able to grip onto some of the debris of the watchtower. You're basically hanging on for dear life on the side of the building right now.
So I'll put him right there.
Yep. Wall.
Step forwards. Swing.
Okay. That is a hit. Okay. Nice hit. Chimera's going to go.
Oh,
Notice-
also, I forgot he regens. Best
Mhm.
healing.
Chimera's going to go. It stands up, and right in front of you, you see the dragon head begin to bubble with acid in its mouth.
A ranged attack at point blank. Is that op attack in this game?
Technically, yes. And it's a 20-foot cone, by the way, to put that to bed.
Right.
Dang.
Well, before he does his thing, op attacks.
Mm-hmm.
From,
I rolled so low on that. Jesus.
So from hand and wall. I rolled so low on that.
That's a hit.
And wall. Ah,
That's a
damn
miss.
it.
That's a miss.
Wall was the one I was counting.
So wall, hand, and who's the other one there? Is that Scar? Wall, hand, and Scar take 20 acid
Say
damage.
20 foot.
20-foot cone.
Trying to find a base here. Isn't that 20 foot right there?
Uh,
So you only get two of them at once. I don't know
All
what the
right.
distance is, but you still only get two of them at once.
yeah, that is the distance. All right, yeah, you're right. Scar's just out of it. Okay.
So 20 acid. Hold on. I need to double check something real quick related to acid. God, I have so many tabs open for Pathfinder shit.
Try running all the hobgoblins.
I don't even mean for the shit that I'm running. I mean for just Pathfinder in general, just to know shit.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I have to run a new tab.
Well, the undead are certainly keeping this guy busy.
I mean, they're not going to go down from a 20 acid hit. I just want to make sure that they're not mitigated by anything.
Well, do they have a reflex save?
What do you mean?
It's a reflex half save.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if anything about acid. Because they still have all the natural undead effects, and I did not. Another cold immune. Nope. Okay. Sorry. Reflex, you say?
Yep.
Wall and hand.
Yep.
Where is reflex on there? What was the DC? Not 3. Well, DC was what though?
Reflex. 17. DC is 17.
Oh, well, wall is good.
All right.
So 10 on wall, 20 on hand.
It recharges in 2 turns. Cool. Oh, it's no longer prone, and it does kind of rear back, so it does take like a 5 foot away from you all.
Yeah, we already have that though.
Yeah, and it's getting ready to fly again.
Go ahead. I mean, Ilnam's turn takes place before all their turns.
I know the Chimera. Well, Ilnam's turn takes place before it can fly again. Sirio is going to throw a bullet. That's a hit. Nice hit. Good job, Sirio. You notice that the goat's head looks a little dazed and looks like it's sagging compared to the other 2 heads. Coriel.
All right, Coriel is going to double move to try to get on this platform here.
All right. Acrobatics to jump it.
Acrobatics. That's not good.
That's a lot better than what was rolled before. I need you to roll a climb real quick.
All right.
You're hanging onto the wall. You make a jump. You get a little further and almost reach the top where Anton failed, but you basically lock your hands in on the edges. You are holding on for dear life.
Okay.
Sirach. Are you running and jumping too?
Yeah, I guess so.
Go ahead, that acrobatics, please.
Acrobatics. Can I just roll climb instead?
You want to just like stop short and start climbing up? Yeah, you can do that.
That's probably better for me because my acrobatics is not good. Well,
You are slowly climbing up. Unfortunately, there are two bodies in your way that are hanging on for dear life
I
at the
just
moment.
like push Coriel up
You could do
instead.
that. You
Like-
could do if you want next turn. You can do a strength check on that.
Yeah.
Ilnam.
It's a bone shaker again.
Okay, see if you can hit.
Well, I mean, it's just saved by you. It's not.
I know. This time it's only half. So what is it?
I guess 6.
Yep.
All right. Technically, I believe you can move it a little bit.
I don't think so. Not on save.
Not on a save. All right, then it's just you do damage to it, but it's kind of angry.
Yeah, it negates the movement.
All right, hand.
All right. Hand does a convoluted move around to get to there.
As
Also,
you do that,
fast healing.
it takes an attack of opportunity on you.
Why?
It has the reach.
Okay.
In this game, you take AO attacks of opportunity just for moving through a threat range.
I didn't move through a threat range. I moved around it. That's what I was saying. But he's saying that apparently it had a reach that I wasn't aware of.
Yeah, all large creatures do have some reach, so it will be able to hit you.
Well, I'll know that later for Wall then.
Yeah, Wall has the same thing, so you can use them
That's
that
what I
way.
said. I'll know it later. That wasn't smarmy. That was I didn't know that.
14 and 20.
Hold on. Hand has 14's a miss, 20's a hit.
All right, just 8 slashing on it.
Still up.
All right. So now what you gonna do?
And I say hand only moved, so he still has a hit.
Okay,
So
that's a
9.
yeah, that's a big hit. You're whittling it down, that's for sure. The dragon head looks a little woozy. Arrow. The 18 misses.
So 6 damage.
6. Yep. All right. Auburn's going to take a shot where she is. That's the Chimera sheet. That's not going to shoot. Auburn misses. That was fun. Scar.
Scar. God damn it, Scar opened the right window. Moves up.
The 26 gets through.
So 10 damage.
Akir takes a shot as well. 5 damage on top. Anton. Climbing the wall.
Yep. Here we go.
All right.
Damn it.
You lose your footing. Roll a reflex. You are able to regain it before you fall about 10 feet down. Sorry, Anton.
That's okay. He's not feeling good.
Speaking of Wall, what's he doing?
What's the benefit for being flanking?
Plus
Plus
2 to hit.
2.
Plus
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, I had to think for a second. It should
So
be plus 2 to hit.
24 damage.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh!
Jeez.
I need to edit
He
some of these
big.
attack texts to their new names and whatnot.
That's enough. Describe it.
He hits it in a way that it cleaves through its organs in such a way as not to hurt its bones because it knows better.
Knows you want those bones.
Wow.
You hear the chimera shrieks, and after Wall's axe just like, I guess, like severs the back of its cleave down on its spine.
I figured it was more like a golf swing up through, so that, like you said, hits the organs without breaking bones.
All right, like he just kind of just like swings it into its stomach. Then
Yeah, stomach, kidneys, heart.
you just see the stomach and like all of its intestines begin to pour out of it, and the chimera drops dead.
How many hit
Guys,
dice
why
is
aren't
that
we all
chimera?
playing necromancers? We should all be raising our own army of undead.
Yeah, start on Necromantic Empire.
Because then you would be evil.
Oh,
I also found a loophole to that, so...
You did.
So how many hit dice is that chimera?
Oh shit! I knew this was gonna happen. He is 8.
Okay.
you got to drop somebody now, don't you?
Well, see, I also gained a level. But I did say maybe time to get rid of those arrows, and they did a little work. And I do have that command on Dead Bucket to put shit into. That would be 16 into the total.
I have to ask, how would an undead chimera work here exactly?
It wouldn't be able to fly, and I'd have to actually look up if it... I don't think it would have the breath weapons or anything. It would just be...
A 3-headed skeleton.
Yeah,
Big,
three-headed,
hulking
yeah.
bastard. Reach, and I would imagine a tail. Does it have a tail?
It does, but it doesn't have a tail attack, surprisingly.
Yeah, see if it doesn't have a natural tail attack. Well, I don't... Yeah.
That's probably where the reach comes in.
If he wasn't knocked out of the air, this would have been a different fight.
So yeah, it's mainly just the big bulking brute thing. I mean, later on I can start making these fly, but I don't have that ability right now. Mainly I need the spell fly in my arsenal to be able to make them fly. And I'll be honest right now, I don't know that I'll get that spell in what I have planned. So yeah, you just want to hand over the sheet to me, and I'll figure out the thing while you handle what they find in the tower.
I'll make a copy of the monster sheet. Meanwhile, Team Tower, what are you guys up to?
I think we're definitely going to try to finally climb this platform.
Yeah, let's try to get back up.
Well, I need the 3 of you to make climb checks now. There's the copies at the bottom for you, Theta.
Yeah. So I'm doing the math and everything. That's what I said. I gotta...
Coriel, you're fine. You actually are able to climb up to the top.
And then I'll help the others up.
Yeah, Anton really is struggling. Sirach is more or less okay on his own.
I'll reach over, pull Anton up.
You don't need the dramatic music anymore.
My hero.
What?
Okay,
Let's do this music. There we go.
so we pull Anton up.
Auburn shouts, "Are you okay up there?"
Doing just fine.
Yep.
How are things down there?
It's dead.
That's good.
Only the skeletons took
quick.
damage, which was lucky. We got lucky. It got knocked out of the sky. If it didn't, it probably would be destroying us at the moment.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Take all the luck I can get.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get in here.
You look down. It's pretty dark in there, and it's like maybe like a 10 to 15 foot drop.
I choose you, Ion Stone Torch.
Throw it down there.
No, I just put it on, have it active.
You put it on. You do get like a little bit of vision.
Yeah, it's like
It looks like it's its nest.
Anton jumps.
Ion Torch. How much do you light?
Oh yeah, Featherfall. That's why. Anton, how are you gonna get out of the hole?
Try and climb again.
Continual flame.
Is there anything up here on this platform we can tie a rope off to?
There are a couple of loose stones and things. You can try
All right.
those.
I will tie my 50-foot rope to one of the stones and then dangle it down into this hole so we can use that to climb back out.
Okay.
And then I will rappel down the wall.
So you do find inside, Anton, go ahead and roll some perception checks.
I guess I will follow after Coriel.
So I have low light vision, so
Yeah, you can see down here. It looks like this is where, obviously, this is where the Chimera was sleeping. The Chimera itself was pretty not small, but like definitely like more lean and lanky, because it's pretty like tight down here.
Okay.
And you notice that the Chimera has a small hoard of stuff, where its lair is. Several like bodies are strewn, of course. Kills that it's brought back, probably from hunting. You can't recognize like what they are. Most of it is bones and just like flayed flesh. It does smell down here a little bit, and it's a little muddy. But inside the mud, you do notice what looks like some treasure. With your perception checks,
We should probably.
I was going to say, we rolled perception checks.
please do so. I think Anton did. He had a 12, right?
Yeah.
Coriel did much better.
All right. Well, Anton, we'll do Anton first. Anton, you're able to find a couple of things. You find what looks like 15 semi-precious gemstones. They look like agates.
Is anybody putting this in loot boxes? I don't know how to format that.
If you guys want to write it down here, you have 15 agates. And if you want, you can appraise them to see how much they are.
Let's do.
Miscellaneous. Here we go.
A role I'm good at.
Ooh, they're worth these 15 things are worth like 15 gold apiece, quite easily.
Oh, agates?
Yes. It's not agate? I always thought it was agate.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Those agate.
Agate?
Mm. Word I've
Agate.
only seen, never heard.
My camera keeps freezing. I'm so sorry.
Right, I'm gonna. How many of them are there?
15.
And they were how much each?
About 15 apiece, so 15 times 15. You know, it's like about 225, I think, 235, something like that.
A Chimera's flying was
225.
natural, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So that's what you find. Sirach, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. You find some meager stuff. You find like what looks like a small like lockbox. Inside of it seems to be some coins jingling and jangling.
Mm-hmm.
The lockbox itself is locked.
Do I have my familiar yet?
Yeah, you should. I assumed it was with you.
All right, so I'm just gonna open that box for him.
Okay.
That raccoon
Yeah.
helped a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Raccoon familiar helps open the box. Inside is what looks like 100 or so gold pieces and a flat iron bar with a what looks like a small button on one end.
Okay.
Very strange looking.
Interesting.
Maybe we should press the button.
You do you press the button?
I detect magic first.
Oh, it is magical.
Well then,
I point it. Okay, well, he can just do that then.
What did he do?
I
Identify.
identified it.
Oh, it is a movable rod.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Movable rods, what it does is when the button is pushed, it's a move action to do so. The rod does not move from where it is. Even if staying in place, it defies gravity. Thus, the owner can lift or place the rod wherever he wishes, push the button, and let go. Several can be used to make a ladder when used together, if you want as well, and it can support up to 8,000 pounds before falling to the ground. To move the rod, you need to make a successful DC 30 strength check.
Okay. Yeah.
It's worth like 5,000 gold.
Okay.
Yeah, but that'll probably come in pretty handy, though.
Mm-hmm.
Doubt we want to sell that.
Coriel, you find something that seems to be like you find something that was like hanging up on the wall, like with what looks like a rusted nail or hook. And it looks like at first you just thought it was like a necklace with a blue sapphire in the center of it. But then you realize that the sapphire is being held by a hand. The hand itself looks like it is a mummified elf hand with a golden chain on its hinges.
That's fucking weird. Yeah, I mean, so I don't think you could let me know if this thing is magical, which I assume it's probably going to be.
I'm sure my detect magic is still up, though I've run out of identify.
Yeah, it is.
I have,
It is.
All right.
It is
Can I
magical.
spellcraft it?
You can. Oh, it is a hand of the mage.
What does that do?
The hand allows the wearer to utilize the Mage Hand spell at will.
That's fun.
It's worth caster level 2, transmutation worth about 1,000 gold. The sapphire is not part of the hand. It is separate, and that thing looks like it's very expensive.
Is the sapphire itself magical, or is it just a sapphire?
It's just a sapphire. It looks like it was like probably propped up as a decoration.
It's on if you want to roll an appraise on that.
Did we already add the 100 gold from the box?
Yeah, I just put that in.
Okay.
I'm putting all this stuff in the group.
Yep.
You want to appraise the sapphire?
All right.
Yeah, this sapphire is worth 1,200 on its own, based off the size and the cut. So some pretty decent loot, all things considered.
Yeah.
Let's see. Am I currently wearing a necklace of any kind? This you wanted it, Sarak? Can you do anything with Mage Hand? That
Nothing that you couldn't do.
yeah, you can't like use it to punch or anything like that.
No.
No.
Yeah, just regular old Mage Hand.
I mean, Forvel already can do the ranged punching thing, and I don't think that's with Mage Hand.
No, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember how he did that. It's like psionics, I think.
No. It was his with your specialty school, you get like an extra cantrip. You get an extra like spell per day for a minor spell. So like for transmuter, it was the force fist and all that stuff.
Force Fist, that's what it was. All right.
So just so you know, Mage Hand is like everything else. You point your finger at an object and can lift it and move it at will from a distance. You can
Anton, do you have Mage Hand now? Is that part of your bag of new tricks?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and take it then. I'll give
Once
myself.
I become an arcane trickster, I can use Mage Hand to pick locks and whatnot.
Oh, cool.
Which I just want to say, for the record, is broken as hell, but I love it.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and take that. I'll give myself Mage Hand.
You never know; might be worth something.
How many? Is like it's a cantrip, right? I can just use that.
You can use it at will, so you can use it like as a cantrip anytime you want. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And it technically, I guess it would require use magic device because you are like not a magic class.
I don't have that.
I think technically that's how that works. Let me check. No, I lied.
No, that's only.
It's only for scrolls. Never mind.
That's what I thought.
See, I'm thinking of the video game where they added that to like items as well as scrolls.
I don't.
So you're gonna start climbing out. Do you have a rope and all that stuff? You're gonna just climb up the rope.
We
Yep.
attach the rope
Yep.
up onto the platform, and we can just climb on out.
Roll climb checks, but you are getting a bonus of +5. Yeah, you guys are fine. Anton.
Now I roll a good climb.
Yeah, now you roll a good climb. Yeah, you guys climb out of the pit, and you relay the information of what you found, and with all your goodies, you took the tower. Good job.
And I'll, of course, take my rope back.
For the record, this was the second toughest encounter I had,
Wow.
and it failed miserably.
Oh yeah, mostly because it didn't fly. You got
I know.
bone shakered.
I got that goddamn bone shaker.
All right, I'm ready to go take on Scab Vista. Let's find him again.
I don't know about that one.
You don't want to know where he is right now.
I'm feeling confident.
You do have a slightly bigger army.
I mean, maybe if it was 1 versus all of us, or like 3, but
Hey, Theta.
Yeah.
Roll me a d20, because you haven't rolled one yet.
All right.
Yeah, nothing happens. Lucky you all. One more, please, somebody. All right. You do finally get back to the troglodyte caves, by the way.
I went on a whole adventure to try and figure out if breath weapons were natural weapons. They are not, by the way.
I didn't think they were.
They're on the same page as natural weapons, so it's like, oh, maybe. No.
What, supernatural ability or extraordinary ability?
I have no idea. I think, yeah, supernatural, probably. I just went and couldn't figure it out on my own and just asked, and no. Breath weapons are never natural weapons.
So, what are you naming the skeleton chimera?
I already named it Mera.
Very good.
Already put a token on it and everything.
You're back in the troglodyte caves.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of some of these guys here, too.
I'll let you figure that out.
Well, my intent was to put that old guy into my room again.
If you guys want to like delete your current tokens that are on the map, or I'll delete them and you can add your current ones.
By the way, can you make Mera and Wall bigger?
Yes. I will admit, like, a lot of the people are a little spooked by all these skeletons, but they're
All these
dealing with it.
undead just tromping around.
Fucking roll up.
Look, this area is very chaotic neutral for an area, so everyone's like doesn't really care. As long as they help, they don't care.
But, the old guy that I had Scar carrying earlier.
Yes, Akir.
Yeah, my intent was to put him in the room where I had the Hobbo before.
The Hobgoblin's not in that room anymore.
Yeah, no, he's been wandering free. He's fine.
And he's like, "You just want me to stay here?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you need help or anything? Or
Sure do.
am I basically a prisoner?"
Well, we don't like using that word around here.
So we just don't.
Sirio, you hear Sirio shout, "Why is there a Hobgoblin here?"
Why isn't there?
Sorry, I meant to hit
Also, man has a name. Refer to him by it.
And what is
Not
his
sure
name?
what it is.
What is his name exactly?
Whatever he chooses it to be. We're all creatures of destiny, and we make our own.
The Hobgoblin growls and he says, "I do have a name, you know."
Yeah, I do know.
You never asked.
I know. I don't care.
If you,
It's enough
Well-
that you have one. Good enough for me.
you can call me Mogren.
Probably won't.
I'll forget that in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I put it on his sheet now, so you won't.
I have never once looked at his sheet. I didn't know he was even on there.
I didn't even know he had a sheet.
He's in the Survivors of Phaendar list.
It's funny. It's like you think I look at those too. It's enough that all of my undead are separated on the top of the list and the bottom of the list. And Ilnam is in the middle.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, now that we're back, I'll go ahead and give Sirio his falchion back, and I'll take back the Sizzler.
He says, "Not a bad weapon, though I guess I prefer just using the sling at this point. Especially with the distinct lack of a leg.
Yeah, it might make things a little difficult.
Maybe, yes. No, seriously, why is this Hobgoblin here? Is he on our side? Is he a prisoner?"
Yeah. Kinda. Sorta.
You sort of just keep him around.
Mogren just kind of grunts and says, "I'm just doing the bidding of my master at this point."
Man chose to be here. Stop asking questions.
He seems to think Ilnam is in charge of him. Ilnam seems to disagree.
Yeah.
Ilnam needs to learn a thing or two. Anyway,
Yeah. Oh, back from all that.
Ominous.
so, Sirio then says, "So this is where you all been staying?
Yep.
So, you didn't run into any other rangers?"
What was
I
a
don't
guy
think we
named,
have. We've been trying to find them, but all the encampments we found have been either abandoned or overrun.
what was that one guy in the Hawaiian shirt? I think his name was Chip.
I legit don't know the reference.
Oh, well, maybe it'd help if I talked to you about his brother, Dale.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Rescue Rangers.
Fun fact, that was the Chip and Dale video game for the NES, the first video game I ever played.
I think mine was the DuckTales video game. For the NES.
Yeah.
No,
I
actually, it was an Atari game. I just don't know the name of it because I didn't own the Atari.
No, I remember it. My father bought the NES for himself, didn't use it because he didn't like how Super Mario worked. Then he bought Chip and Dale for me. I just played Chip and Dale all the time because it was like, hey, it's the cartoon. I was only like 3 years old.
Yep. Robert's dad bought Chippendales for him as a kid.
Oh, wow, the whole franchise?
The whole brand.
I mean, that's why they're so popular now, because I'm good at running it.
I have a question about wizards, very quick.
Oh, please tell me.
Spells per day are also the number of spells you can prepare per day?
Yes, that is referring specifically to the number of spells you can prepare per day.
Okay, so you can cast and prepare the same number of spells, but you can do, like, if you have, say, Mage Armor and Featherfall prepared, you can cast Mage Armor twice or Featherfall twice. It doesn't have to be each one you prepare, right?
Yes, exactly. So long as they're prepared already. So you have to basically, all right, I prepared 2 Featherfalls for today.
So you would have to prepare it twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going like old school, third, the Vancian magic, third, second.
How many
first
level
edition
ones
with
do you
it.
have prepared today?
It should be at level 1 wizard, you should have like 3 spells, usually.
Well,
3 0 level and 1 first level.
Yeah, prepared per day, not how many you have.
Oh, I'm sorry, I mistake.
How many you have is 3 plus intelligence mod.
It's usually 1 or 2, depending on the type of
3
wizard
plus
you are.
intelligence mod.
Yeah.
The type of wizard you are just depends on how many spells you can't take. You can't take from your opposite schools.
Well, no, there's also favored school, which gives you an extra spell usually.
Yeah, well, I don't have that.
You
I
went
was
Universalist?
No, I went Exploiter.
Oh God, of course you did.
Mm-hmm. They
I
gave
was
me a
only
free
asking-
feat.
I was only asking because in D&D 5, you get a certain number of prepared spells based on your level and intelligence mod. And if you prepared 7 spells, even you can still cast the same spell 7 times. You don't have to meta game it so hard where you have to guess what you're going to cast.
That's why I was just asking how many spells you had prepared today, because I only have 1 in my wizard. I think you'd be the same. Thankfully,
Well, I
I
get
have
bonus
the
spells for a high intelligence.
right, but not per cat. You can't cast bonus spells. You can still only get the 1 slot.
Here, if this helps any for explanation.
You still have the same number of slots I do. We just both get bonus spells in our books.
So the wizard's level limits the number of spells you can prep and cast. You can prepare a few extra spells with a high intelligence, but the short version of it basically is you have to prepare the spell ahead of time, and you can prepare multiple versions of the same spell if you want to cast it multiple times. So if you wanted to cast Featherfall like 3 or 4 times a day, you need to prepare it 4 times. But that takes up 4 of your slots for that spell, or for that level for the spell.
Right, to clarify though, at level 1 wizard, we only can cast 1 level 1 spell a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So choose wisely is what I would say.
All of mine comes from the cleric one though. My cleric side though, so.
See, I love doing wizards, but old school Vancian magic like that, always a pain in the butt.
And even then, all my level 1 spells, I just cast 1 repeatedly. Shake
So-
them bones.
So Sirio basically is very confused why Hobgoblin's here, but he basically says, all right, so
Has
what are
a
we
name.
going to... I know. He's confused why Mogren is here, but he's asking, what's our plan then? What are we going to do?
Our plan was to check all the different ranger forts, see if there was anyone that we could contact.
Well, if that's the case, I would recommend we go to Runder next, because if they still have that dragon that's flying around killing things, I don't think we're going to get as lucky as we did with the Chimera on it.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe we don't fight a dragon.
Well, that would be ideal too, but, well, I would say that it's probably going to be very difficult not to fight a dragon if they're working with the hobgoblins. No offense, he says, looking up to the other one, to Mogren.
Well, we could just avoid fighting the dragon. We just be everywhere the dragon's not. Dragon's only going to be in one place. We could be...
Auburn points out we don't know where the dragon even is, and if it is staying with these hobgoblins, it's probably cooped up in one of those forts.
It was the fort to the west, the westernmost fort. They said they had a bunch of trolls.
Yeah, that would be where Fort Nunder would be. Very strange place. I visited it like once or twice. Kind of a weird one where like old leaders of the forts hated each other, so they created their own entrances and their own caverns into the fort. Because it's right next to like a mountainside, or well, more of a rocky cave area. You see.
How many of those entrances and exits do you know?
Well, I mean, there's only one way in, and the story goes there was two trapsmiths, a dwarf named Dargrit and a human named Ekterin, something like that. Dargrit was a stubborn asshole who loved isolated bladed traps, getting up close and personal, fought with two axes all the time. Whereas Ekatrin loved just shooting things from afar. Rains of arrows because he was a skilled archer. And both of them, they hated each other. So when they were in charge of the area, they built up the fort, and they purposely built it up to hold on their own traps, and even to be buried inside the fort itself as a memorial for their own traps and stuff. At least that's how the story goes.
All right, so we're gonna have to get past some traps.
Now, we've fought dragons before in these woods, several actually. So I know for a fact we do have dragon hunting supplies in Nunder's vault. But the big problem, though, is you said it's been taken by trolls. Are they working with the hobgoblins?
Yes.
Why are so many creatures working with these guys?
We don't know.
You just hear a laugh coming from Magran. Same reason why you're all working together. Sirio just kind of sizes him up and he says, I guess so. So, all right, how many trolls are there? Have you guys been there yet?
No, we haven't made it
Not
there yet.
So I guess that's the plan?
Yep.
Auburn says, well, we'd also have another complication, though, that we should probably be thinking about, too.
I'm pregnant.
No, that is
Fuck off.
not. No, that is not what has happened at all.
That would make for a hell of a complication, though.
Yeah, because who's the daddy? Exactly. No, she says that's that Molthune soldier. You know, the one that talked about this guy Voss allying with the hobgoblins. What is that, and why? And why is that a problem? Why do I feel like that's a big problem too?
The question is it Voss doing something on his own, or is he actually acting as an emissary for Molthune so that the hobgoblins can fight on the side of the entire country?
If he's doing it on his own, he seems to be doing a good job of it because he killed his own men. If he's doing it as an emissary for Molthune, maybe that was a way to prove loyalty? I don't know. I guess the only way to find out is actually maybe ask Voss himself, but that means we're going to have to go southeast instead. And I'll be honest with you, that kind of worries me.
All right, so we either go to the Ranger Fort and fight some trolls, or we go south to Fangwood to try and see if we can hunt down this Voss.
I thought Why would Voss be
Oh,
to the south?
You remember from what Akir said, like southeast from where you are is this Fangwood Keep.
Oh, I thought. Okay. I didn't
And
know he
now-
went to Fangwood Keep. I thought it was related to Fangwood Keep. I thought because he left with the hobgoblin that they would have been going to Scabinrus.
No, well, to be fair, Akir doesn't even know where Voss went. He's assuming they went back to Fangwood Keep because that was the area they took over before they got ambushed.
And also, tangentially, we don't know where Scab went either.
No, you don't.
Nope.
Well, Fangwood Keep would be closer.
The big problem, though, is that we're pushing to the borders of the actual forest,
Mm-hmm.
and that's open ground if there's more hobgoblins out there.
And if Voss is working with the hobgoblins, then they're sure to be.
Maybe not.
That is also a possibility. Maybe just not.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't want, if you were operating with hobgoblins, you wouldn't want the hobgoblins out there to be in the open air where the people
True,
from the
especially
other
if you're
fort
the-
could see them.
If he had to kill his own men, if it's some kind of secret, then
Mhm.
yeah, they might not have any hobgoblins down there. It might just be a fight with Molthune.
Now, here's my question, though, and this is Sirio talking. Why are they actually going after Molthune? It seems like they were just trying to go after us over here, no?
I don't know. They're spreading. Who knows what they're trying to do?
I've told you what we've been trying to do. No one seems to listen to me, though.
And no one's listening now, apparently.
Apparently not.
I've been trying to get basically a place to live. In summary. So either Molthune is like a threat to them, I guess, is the most likely option, or they want even more space.
Sirio points out, Molthune's always a threat. They're looking for any excuse to just invade us as
Yeah.
it is. And now with the hobgoblins here, you know what? Maybe they'll just finally get spanked for good. But I'd rather we actually have a free nation than dealing with, under the thumb of another dictatorship. And he kind of gives eyes to Magrin.
Yeah.
The Rangers weren't their own nation.
Nirmathas is my home at the end of the day. Being part of the Rangers is just part of making sure Nirmathas is safe.
Right. I mean,
So
but still, don't make those decisions on your own. There's still a capital just to the
And what
east
is
of us.
And has the Grand Marshal actually mustered troops?
Mm.
Do any other cities and towns know about what's going on down south here?
Well, I'm sure.
Long Shadow?
I said I'm sure. They were passing out bounties. Word gets around. People want money.
Bounties for who?
Everybody.
Survivors of Phaendar, mostly.
Well, human
that-
heads, mostly.
That's the you're talking about the hobgoblins then.
I thought we were
Yeah.
all talking about the hobgoblins.
My point is, look,
I'm sorry, not the hobgoblins. Sorry. What was the name of your empire again? Guy?
it's not an empire, it's just a frontier. It's Nirmathas.
No, not you. Sorry.
Who?
Are you
Molthune is the other
gonna
guy.
respond when I say guy?
Sirio is talking to you right now.
Yeah, I'm not talking to you. I'm literally, you're in front of me. I'm shouting past you.
Or are you talking to Magrin?
Yeah.
Here.
No, I'm talking to Margaret.
Yeah.
Akir is in a room locked away.
Name of what empire?
Your empire.
Not part of any empire.
The one you formerly belonged to.
He looks very confused by this.
What was the group you formerly belonged to?
Oh, you're talking about the Legion?
Sure.
It's an army, the Ironfang Legion. And
I-
soon it'll be one of the greatest powers in this region, if we get our way.
I look back to Cicero and I say, I forgot what we were talking about.
Evidently.
Well, you guys led me in a conversational loop, and I've kind of forgotten what the question was I was responding to.
Sirio points out, what I'm trying to say is that we might be on our own for a while, but that type of freedom is something that is completely valued. And it's something I'll fight to the death for.
A fight to the death.
Just like all of you are fighting to the death for, too.
To be a citizen of Nirmathas, but also be completely free of Nirmathas.
What other nation allows you to be free more than Nirmathas?
I mean, I guess that's a role of history or geography.
Yeah, that would be a history roll.
I mean, unfortunately, I could answer that smart-assedly, but I'd need a couple of minutes on Google.
Roll your history check.
Oh, that's only a plus 13.
Only.
Wow, plus 13? Well, now you know how badly I rolled with my plus 13.
Yep.
Nirmathas, you know,
Still a pretty good roll, though.
it is a pretty decent roll. Nirmathas is one of the few areas that is like totally all in on freedom and liberty and self-sufficiency. The only other nations that kind of come close to this would be some of the freer nations and kingdoms that are around Galarian.
There's just the humans up there in the Orc Kingdom. They're completely free.
You know that's not true.
I do know that's true. I, in fact, researched them for King's background.
You mean Belkzen?
I don't think that's the name of it.
Well, Belkzen's where the orcs live.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking about the city. It's the only city of humans in the entire Orc Kingdom.
Oh, yeah, that place. I mean, it's not as free as you think, but yes.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they're free, though.
Really? You're talking about Freedom Town, right?
Sounds right.
But isn't it also like full of like people that just control anybody else? People that are just running from any form of authority?
No? There has some sort of civil authority there. Also, yeah, it's other people controlling other people. It's like a giant ladder or a chain.
This is getting us nowhere. You know that, right?
I mean, you're just spitting out idealism. At the end of the day, idealism gets people killed.
Was the Forest Marshal actually mustering forces for this?
I
or
just
not?
told
Does
you, I
anybody
don't know.
Does anybody know?
Nothing. That
Why
we've
would
heard
any of us know?
Who would go over there to find out?
Then I guess we're on our own, so we're just gonna have to keep going and doing our thing.
Nunder, then?
I think Nunder.
Was Nunder where the dragon was, too?
That's where we know the trolls are. We don't know about the dragon.
Right, well, didn't you
The
guys...
dragon is just somewhere.
Didn't you guys... Well, the suspicion is that the dragon is circling one of these forts.
Yeah.
I just want to know if the dragon is circling the fort with the dragon killing stuff in it. If so, might be a bad idea.
We don't know where the dragon would be. Hey, why don't you ask your friend? Maybe he knows.
Hey, Sirach, where's the dragon?
Sirach.
Turns to ask the hobgoblin.
Yeah. Hey, guy name that starts with an M. Where's the fucking dragon?
Mogren.
He's
Yeah,
just
Magron,
Hobbo,
where's the
man.
dragon?
I told you, I don't know where it is, but if it's anywhere, it's probably with Jang.
Okay, well, we think she's up here, right? Because this is like the most forward outpost thing that they're operating from.
I mean,
Yeah,
That's where all their important people are.
it's possible. nobody likes Jang anyway, but insistent from the orders, you know?
I don't think we should
Well-
take that one on yet because that's everything that we've heard is that that's probably where their biggest concentration of forces is in the
Yep.
far north. So I think I'd rather take down the trolls first, and then I don't care about Fangwood right now because Molthune's going to come up against the Legion anyways at some point. Like, but let him keep that Fangwood keep right now, and that's not important to us.
Do we have troll fighting stuff?
Torches.
I mean, I've got a
Acid and
flaming
fire.
axe.
Roll a nature check on trolls. Let's see. What do you know about them?
I think there's general
Well,
knowledge of
we know the
trolls.
fireworks, right? Because we hit 'em
Fought
with
trolls already, haven't
I
we?
would assume.
thought so.
Yes, you have. You fought the canopy trolls.
I would assume that there's also the things everyone knows about trolls, because like there's a whole section on the SRD about 5 things everyone knows about undead.
Hmm.
So I assume it's a general of that. Also,
You know,
26.
not only is fire good at like taking out trolls, but acid also works on them too.
Anything else we know about specifically?
Depending on the types of trolls you go against, they could be either completely like savage brutes, or they can be more cunning or intelligent if they have leaders to them. If these are trolls that are working with the Legion, they probably have hobgoblin taskmasters.
Okay. So hobgoblin task dudes, trolls. How much alchemist fire do we have?
I think we have kind of a lot.
So let's bring all of that.
Sirio says it sounds like you're more prepared for the trolls than anything else that we're fighting right now.
Oh, let's take like 10 minutes here and identify all the stuff from Bristlebilly.
Oh yeah, because we have like 3 potions.
3 potions, 4 scrolls, a ring,
I was hoping you'd forget.
a belt. And that's all of it.
Oh, I was hoping so much that you would forget about Bristlebilly.
Never.
Jesus,
All
yeah,
right,
spells
are
and
you
stuff.
ready?
30 spellcraft. Paw.
All right, so let me give you the rundown. You want the potions?
Yeah, potions,
Oh.
scrolls.
So what potions did you...
Just had to
this-
try, Corey. I'll just had to try.